content over everything.
Alright, cool. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa salatu wa salamu ala rasuli wa al-mabba. It's not really a message. Been having discussions with these two gentlemen right here. I just wanted to touch on a few topics. We were briefly discussing veganism, the whole issue about consuming meat. We briefly spoke about the whole Windrush scandal. Again, I'm not too knowledgeable about that topic. Again, it's only what I've just read on the newspapers and I've seen online. But
I might be able to tell you a little bit.
Yeah, you can definitely educate us, Uncle, man.
About the Windrush.
Yeah, if you want to educate us. Yeah.
I remember when I came here during the early 60s, you used to see, there was, you go to rent a place and it was more like, you used to see a little sticker in the window and it says no blacks, no Irish, no dogs. And you used to have, in those times though, we used to have a lot of black vegetarian shops where you could buy your vegetables from. But it was taken over by a few white English guys, you know. So as blacks, we used to go to the shops and buy. These are white folks, and you buy your vegetables like your sweet potatoes and things. Another famous place is in Shepherd's Bush, where we West Indian used to go down there and buy the live chicken, and from the Jewish guys. And they would go into the cage, and you could say to the Jewish guy, I'll have that chicken there. And he'll take it out, and at the same time he takes it out, the neck is off.
Oh, really?
Yep. Right there in the...
Even Harrods, correct me if I'm wrong, I had Harrods back in the day, you could buy exotic animals. You could buy cheetahs, you could buy things from the West Indies and animals from Africa at what time. So stuff like that, being able to go buy live animals from a butcher's wouldn't surprise me, man.
Well, I didn't know about the animals, but I know about the chicken. Because we used to go down... How are you doing?
I'm alright, how are you?
Yeah, how are you doing?
You good?
Yeah. But we used to... Yeah.
Jump in. No, I'm going home, man. Iftar, bro.
Say iftar's not too long, man.
You're going early, man.
I'm hungry. Come on, Uncle.
Yeah, and we used to go down there. That was one of the things that me and my first wife, we used to go down to Shepherd's Bush, right there in Shepherd's Bush Market, and we'd buy the whole chicken. And the Jewish guy would just go in, pick it up, and just at the same time he's bringing out the cage. It's like coming out the cage headless.
Really?
Yep. And we just...
Tell me about that thing though. I mean, you mentioned before about the bush, the white bush that they had in Barbados back in the day. What was that bush called?
We used to call it the white leaf. And that was used to scrubbing the chattel, these chattel houses with the wooden floors. And we used to take the bush up and fold it up in a bundle, and instead of using a brush to scrub the floor, we would use this stuff here to scrub the floor. It come out all green and everything, and you just wash it down, and the next day, oh man, it's beautiful. You know. But today, I think they're using it now. They use the leaf. I mean the flower, that white flower. They use it as a herb. Some use it as a herb, either to smoke or to drink.
What's the name of it? Do you know?
We used to call it white leaf, I think it was. White leaf.
If any of the Bayesian followers, people from Barbados know, can just try put it down in the comment section the actual scientific name or the actual name for it.
I really don't know. I would really, unless you could get a Bayesian person to tell you.
Someone definitely in the comment section.
Definitely,
100%.
Yes. Google that. But definitely, to give a good description, it was only the poor people that used to use it for scrubbing the floors, you know.
You said that the people come in and took it away though.
Yeah, a lot of Americans, they came over in the 70s and 80s.
Pharmaceutical companies as well.
Right. Another thing is that I hate to hear, and I see that my daughters now are calling, getting their children to call them grandma. I mean, nan.
Nan. Oh, nan rather than grandmother.
Right,
or
rather than
grandmother.
I hated that.
Why,
from the
why,
fact that, from the fact that when I was growing up as a boy, we're talking about in the 50s, early 50s, 40s and 50s, where they used to have the black women pushing the little white kids.
Oh,
and
that's
the white
the nannies for them.
Right.
They used to call them nannies. Oh, is that
they
where
used
it
to
comes
call
from?
it nan, you know, or nannies.
Yeah.
And I just, every time I hear that word,
Kind of reminds you of that.
oh man, it just,
It's a little trigger.
it just triggered off that there, you know.
The memory.
And I just hate it. I always ask my children not to let their children call them nan,
Straight.
you know.
Do you know in regards to that as well? Do you know there's things that the elders should definitely pass down amongst their children. This is from people from all different communities or backgrounds.
Right.
And there's some things.
Speaker's corner.
This
board?
is Speaker's Corner.
Okay. And the board, the sign that
There's no sign.
There's no sign. No,
There's
you just,
We made a sign. We are the sign. We are the sign. This is Speaker's Corner.
these are the people here that you just listen to.
I will be back after a quick
Where you all from?
commercial break.
India. I just come back from India. Well, I went, but more the south side.
Okay.
I left. You call it not? It was at that time. It was Bombay. You call it now what?
Mumbai.
Mumbai.
While we're engaged in a
And
different
I
conversation,
went
guys,
to from Mumbai. I went down to
I just
Goa,
wanted to quickly touch up on a quick subject.
and then from Goa to Bangalore.
A quick subject regarding. I just want to talk about the unity within the park. More
So now it's
specific.
closed. If somebody wants to speak,
More
they can.
specifically right now amongst the Muslims. So I've been coming to the park, but it's my third time, so I don't really. It's only what the videos I've watched on this channel, and on Black Dunya, and on Titans and that. It's interesting. This place is supposed to be like a bastion of free speech. However, I've noticed a lot of like this. I don't know, this whole. There's a lot of confrontations. People not listening amongst one another. When people are speaking, there's more than one person that's speaking. So that's caused a lot of divisions in the park. What I would say now is to the Muslims that regardless if we have enemies, no matter how staunch they are amongst us, try to listen to them, give them a bit of a platform, hear them out. I know there are those that they don't come here to learn, they come here to patronize, to antagonize. However, you shouldn't really be arguing with fools in the first place or giving them a platform to argue on. Because someone that argues with a fool is a fool themselves, effectively. But if we are violent towards them, and I say we because we as Muslims, if we are violent amongst those that disagree with us, that want to scrutinize us, that want to slander us, slander our way of thinking, our way of living, the way of the Prophet ﷺ, I personally believe that it will only feed their narrative to show that, you know what, the Muslims are violent. If you disagree with them, they threaten you with acts of violence. People like Steve, people like Raj, people like Tony Robson, they want us to be violent. They want us to fit their narrative. Again, I think we should stay united. Listen to these people, because at the end of the day, my understanding of Islam is that some of the staunchest enemies of the Prophet ﷺ end up becoming his companions and his followers. You know, people like Khalid ibn Walid, Sayyid Allah, you know, the sword of Allah, you know, constantly having wars with the Prophet, and eventually it's the way the Prophet, how he dealt with his enemies, through the compassion and understanding and patience of all things, did they flock to Islam. And I think the same method should be applied here in the park. Don't make it a Muslim corner, or he say. There's people here of all sorts of backgrounds. People that promote veganism, secularism, Islam. We should listen to one another, learn from one another. If we disagree, if we are rude to one another, just walk away. That's how I look at it. Enough of that. Back again. Yes.
This lady here would like to
Let me turn the
say
camera.
a few words on yes.
I look inside and I speak here.
Yeah.
I speak here.
And you can come and say what
Yeah.
what she wants.
Hello, friends. All that I want to say is that there is only one religion, and that is the religion of love. I remember as a child, a man was asked to describe a desert, and he said, well, desert is sand, 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 and only sand. And this is what I feel, that life is nothing without love, love, love and love. And there is only one humanity, and we should all be brothers and sisters, and we should not have the political barriers. Migrations have taken place since ages, and the strongest have survived. And you know, they have kept on moving, the stronger ones have taken the place, and there is the rotation going on. So there should be no fight over political borders. All blood is red. There are no colors and no borders, just the religion of love and peace. Thank you.
Come on.
But then
I like that. Yeah.
but then
Go on.
today you can't. We are against not only religion. We're also against. We also talk about color. You got the whites, and you got the blacks,
But the brown are the worst
Right.
sufferers.
Right.
Either you have to be white or black, but brown, this skin they hate.
Well, no, I don't think so, because we have a saying here: if you're white, you're all right. If you're what? If you're brown, you're wrong, or you hang about. And if you're black, you stay back. So, and that is true. That is a saying.
But in India, they have a caste system as well, right?
Pardon?
They have a caste system in India
So
as
that
well.
is what I wanted to say, but I forgot the word. There's only one caste, and that's the caste of humanity. That was my word, but I forgot. I was searching for it.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
so all of
we
these
don't
things we need to
believe
get rid
in
of.
castes anymore. My both the children, they have not married in our caste.
Okay.
And they are happy,
Yeah.
and we gave them full freedom.
Sure.
Only thing we wanted them to study.
Do you think
well.
India will change then, like as time goes on? Or do you think that caste system is like,
No, it's no more like that. No more of arranged marriages. Very less person.
Caste system is still there.
It's still there, but it's diminishing. I think within 10 years it will be
Quota
like
system
nowhere. Quota system. But it
political.
has to go. It has to go. People have to change. Otherwise, as he says, they will be back.
Sure.
Because the new generation is not going to listen to them.
Sure.
So
What do you think? What do you feel? I was going to say, what do you think that the change is though? Because you said it's going to change, but how do you help the change along, or like what is the actual driver of the change? What's the cause of the change?
From yourself.
from your own family, like we started from our, I have daughters.
No, but that's the thing. There's some parents who are teaching their children about the caste system and that.
No. They
what I'm saying.
they are helpless now because the children have studied, they've got good education, and they're not going to listen to them.
So it's the education.
Yeah, that's education. They're not going to listen to those kind of ideas anymore. Like I have two daughters, and I had given them freedom to marry anybody from Pakistan or Iran or Iraq or no matter where, you know. Only thing that his nature should be good.
Do you know what? That's exactly what this brother was just saying, like literally 2 seconds ago. We were literally just talking about that.
Yes, I do.
Oh, yeah.
You would like to have, but you would like to your daughter to marry into your.
No. We had given them full freedom, and they married outside the caste, and they are happy.
It's a miracle.
But they studied well, and they were mature enough to choose their partner.
To choose their partner. So
That
their
was very
choice.
important because it was not like that child love. They took the time. And they,
Education is the key.
so the education helps. It really helps to get rid of these kind of ideas, 5,000-year-old ideas. We have to change. We have to change.
What about religion then?
Pardon?
What about the religion? Because one time I was speaking to someone and they were saying that, I don't know if you are Hindus, but they were saying that the Hindus, it's not really a religion per se, it's also like the caste system goes into the Hinduism, so it's also like a political system as well.
Hinduism is a very broad term, and Hinduism, you must have heard that they've got 33 crores of gods and goddesses, just like the Greeks said.
Sure.
What is that? There are no those physical gods. That's a figment of your imagination. If you feel it's the Noor, it's the light, okay, your God is the light. If you feel he's blue colored, well, he's blue in color. If you feel he's white, he's white. So it all depends upon your imagination and the freedom to imagine the form. Now, you will imagine the form according to your nature, according to your thinking, according to your education, according to your environment and background. Well, that is your ultimate reality. Fine, we respect that. And then they put it in a temple or whatever it is. But it's quite free religion, and rituals won't help anymore. At one time they did festivals and rituals, but now there are other kinds of entertainments we have, and religion is rather personal, and each one has his own concept of ultimate reality, whether he believes it or not. So that's it.
So that's, I made that point earlier. Interesting, you made that point. I said, me being a Muslim, I grew up inside an Islamic household and an Islamic environment. However, being exposed to different races and schools of thought and ways of thinking, ways of going about and living your life, it influences you as a human being. So either betters you or kind of makes you worse in a way. I personally believe it betters me. So me personally, there was a time where I wasn't really practicing Islam. It's not like I didn't accept it anymore, or I left Islam. I didn't leave Islam, but in practice, I probably did.
Exactly, but in your heart, in your mind, it is
there. In my heart, my mind, it was still there. But effectively, what I've come to realize, regardless of what my parents have told me, or what society or my friends or anyone, no one's influenced me. It's a relationship that I have personally with Allah.
Exactly.
And Islam's manifested itself. So all my experiences and everything that I've come to realize.
Yeah, you don't need any intermediaries.
Yeah.
You don't. It's
so
your direct dialing with God.
Even if I was an atheist and didn't believe anything, I would have accepted Islam only on the basis that Islam's for the man someone that has intellect or someone that ponders. So if you think about what's going to happen to me tomorrow rather than what I'm going to eat tomorrow, that's why I've accepted Islam properly in my heart, because I know at the end of the day there will be somewhere, there's going to be a judgment day, I'm going to be accountable for my sins, but
it helps you to be a good human being. That's
absolutely.
But you believe that you could be good without
again, without religion. I know what you're saying.
For
some
that
people
you
are saying
need
that
a
they don't
lot
think it's possible.
of willpower, which I may not be having. I need that peg to hang my confidence
Is it a peg if you know?
on.
Is it like something to hang your confidence on if you know it? Is that?
Oh well, yeah. Whatever
Because
you
you
may
know-
call it, Islam or Hinduism or maybe rationalism, whatever. But you need something to hang your peg on.
did you raise
to
your children?
hang your ideas on.
But did you raise your children as to follow your faith? And,
No,
and equally for you, are you going to raise your children to be Muslim?
No, they don't. They don't.
I'm gonna raise my kids to be Muslim, but again, there's methods. There's methods of how you raise your kids to be Muslim. I feel like if you enforce the religion and I'm too tough, human beings will naturally rebel. We rebel against oppression.
Definitely.
That's
No
right
one-
history.
no one likes it.
Yeah. Islam's for those with love and compassion. It should be preached through love and compassion. It should be
The
preached.
Prophet also, the Prophet Muhammad also, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he also recognized the New Testament. And,
No, he said the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
So that's what I mean to say. There should be no fight. We're all brothers and sisters, and no one should say my religion is great and his. We should respect all the religions, if at all you believe in it. If you don't believe, your work is your worship. That's it. Work is your worship.
I believe. Back to the question you asked about if I'm going to raise my kids as Muslim, I will. It's haq on me, it's wajib on me that I do so, but my methods are entirely up to me. Whether I want to do it through violence or whether I want to do it through love, compassion, or through me. Not that I'm advocating the violence part, but I'm advocating a way where I want my kids to love Islam, to understand it fully, spiritually. And I want them to be the embodiment of Islam. I want them to understand Islam to the point where when they're giving da'wah. So, for example, you know the form of giving da'wah. It's a very
boys, can I take your leave?
Take care, yeah. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself.
Nice to meet you.
I just brought my wudu people. I mean, I should be shaking hands with a woman, but may Allah forgive me. But it's out of courtesy. But again, a couple Muslims gonna hate for that, man. Couple of them, I know them. Right, with people gonna. What he ain't Muslim? He just shook a woman's hand.
But you know,
Bollocks to a lot of y'all. No, but in terms of coming back to the point about raising my kids, yeah, I'm gonna raise them Muslim. Effectively, even if they chose to leave Islam, it's entirely up to them. But they're only causing themselves their own destruction and doom. And that's my interpretation, and I have that right to believe that, innit? You know, whether they want to leave Islam one day, that's entirely up to them. But the people I've come to realize that I've left Islam, I've been put off Islam, are people that they haven't fully understood Islam. They haven't understood the concept of Islam, the belief, the taqwa, the fear of Allah, the etiquettes of Islam, the sunnah, do you know what I mean? All of this. And the lack of role models and people teaching them the basics of Islam. So, for example, if you used to revert to Islam, yeah, you revert today, but you're around Muslims that don't pray, that drink, that smoke, you're gonna be like, right, why did I convert to religion where all the people that brought me to the religion kind of doing the same things that I'm running away from? Do you understand?
Sure.
Or if you're in a stage where you come into Islam, but you have no foundation to stand on, so you don't have a good family around you, good friends that can keep you within that. That's the reason. That's why people turned away from Islam.
Yeah.
It's only on that basis, not because it's flawed or it's wrong or anything like that. That's why I've come to realize it's more from a social standpoint, if that makes sense, you know. But again, yeah.
But your religion, you're Somalia you're from, isn't it?
Yeah.
But that's mostly Muslims, isn't it?
Yeah, Sunni Islam. It's Sunni Islam.
Yeah.
It's like 99%
So
Islam.
it is. So it's just like me, born in the West Indies, and mostly the people over there are Christians. So I was brought up as a Christian.
Are you still a Christian?
It's a question
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Are you an atheist?
I'm an atheist.
You don't believe in religion?
I always say that I'm me. I'm a person, and I take you for who you are, right? And I don't judge people on the religious contents. I judge from what when we're talking and how you talk to me and how I talk
Character,
to you.
you basically
the character
judge people on their character.
Yeah. So because when I think about religion, I think about you're looking forward for when you die. What would and what you believe would happen when you die.
Oh, so you're basing that religions will kind of base their beliefs on what's
when
happened.
I die.
Yeah, the
On the
hereafter
other
rather
side.
than
Rather than what happens now today.
Would you believe that from you being a former Christian, or do you think that's a collective thing from all religions? Like, do you think
I
that's,
believe from all religions. All religions believe that their belief is when they die. And
what about now? So your question is kind of like in a way where it's what is now not relevant, basically.
now it's relevant.
But do you believe that is the question that you're trying to lead up to? Is it that you believe that now is not really relevant? Some religions look at like the now. is not
Here and
important.
after.
Here and after. Look, again, I think the three Abrahamic religions preach more about the hereafter. Again, as a Muslim, this is dunya. This is a temporary life. As a Muslim, I accept all the scriptures. I believe everything that's taught to me from Islam. So I'm in full belief of the Sunnah and the Quran. So I believe this is dunya. This is a temporary world. I'm going to be tested. When you go for a job, for example, they look at your credentials. They ask for references, whether to see you're eligible for this job, whether you see you're worthy of this job. Same when you're going for a bank loan. They do a CRB check on you, they do a credit loan check on you to see whether you keep up with your payments and stuff like that, right? Same with this world. What difference is this world? We're judged by our sins and we're judged by our deeds, right? Depends what outweighs the...
But the judgment is only coming from myself and him and every one of us. The laws of the land, isn't it? That's all judgment.
I believe man doesn't have the right to judge us. I believe the ultimate judgment comes from the above. Allah is God.
That's what I don't understand.
You don't understand what
That
God. So would you rather have a man to judge you or divine, the creator? Well, another form. So let me put that again, my friend. Yeah, uncle. Yeah. Would you rather have another form of granddad? I ain't gonna say. Alright. I'm gonna say uncle.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say this, uncle. Yeah. Would you prefer another form of creation to judge you, or would you rather allow the creator to create you? But then again, it's hard for you to answer that question because you said you're an atheist because you don't believe in creator or creation. So as an atheist, you must have moral beliefs, though. We've been talking for the past hours, so you have moral beliefs.
Yes.
Atheists don't believe in morality, so they don't believe.
Yes, they do. You can't say that.
So where does that derive from? Where does it come from? If for them they have to have set beliefs, but the word belief, they don't even believe in the word belief. Believing is something is. You trust something, you embody something that you don't have no scientific or rational proof, which atheists have, what I've come to realize from atheists. So morality and principles, where do they come from? How do atheists base their life on certain, does that make sense?
So there are some atheists who would say they can get morality from, the natural world.
No, human beings need morality. We all need morality. Yeah. What I'm trying to say, if atheism is like they don't believe in anything, they don't believe in nothing at all. So if you don't believe in nothing, if you don't believe in cause and effect or creation and creator, yeah. So my question is, hear what I'm trying to say to you, uncle. Yeah. My question is, if you don't believe in any of these things, the basics laws that dictate our universe and that, yeah. How then can you talk to me about what is wrong or right?
Because I look at today, because I'm judging it from
what? From basis?
My surroundings. The laws of the land.
But if you said this doesn't exist, atheists are telling me what they're seeing with their eyes doesn't exist. It's a lie. They're telling me different things. You know what I mean?
No, but I said.
So you can't be truly atheist.
No, you exist because I'm talking to you. He exists because I'm talking to her.
Of course.
And talking to him. And
how do you know I exist? From an atheist standpoint, how do you know I exist though? How do you know I exist?
Because I'm talking to you and we discussing. We've been discussing for the last hour.
How do you know I'm not like, this is not like a genetic coding or this ain't like, this some alternate simulation, or this is VR, virtual reality.
You have to go on the assumption that it's not though.
Yeah, but there you go. That's the point.
But you just talked about vegetable earlier.
Yeah.
Right, well come on.
No, we've had a good conversation for the past hour.
Right.
Trying to say.
And so then you believe that the chicken
what came first, the chicken or the egg?
Right. Well, no, not so much the chicken and the egg, but you believe that the chicken has a life.
Definitely.
The vegetable has a life.
Has a life, absolutely.
Right. But the way, that's what we believe.
Yeah.
We believe that you also, that I can talk to you.
Yeah, of
we
course.
can converse and we can argue and then we can come to an understanding. That's what I believe. But what I don't believe
is the whole working towards that hereafter. Why not?
Yes, I can't believe that.
But we're gonna die.
We are going to die.
So do you believe in your heart? Do you honestly believe in your heart, uncle? Tell me, because you sound like someone that's very rational, logical. You can think critically, and you don't sound like some of these other atheists that I've come across here. Mm-hmm. Do you believe when we die, we just become flesh and bones, earth, and that's it?
That's it.
For all this intelligence that we have, all this intelligence and technology that we have, we can't replicate the human brain or the human eye or the human any of our senses. Yeah, and we just die. That's it. Dead. So the purpose of life is then?
No, the purpose of my life.
No, of all life in general. What's the purpose of life?
My life.
Yeah. What do you think?
Right. Is that
you can only talk about purpose for your own life?
Yes.
Okay.
I can't talk about the purpose of your life because I don't know what's going to happen to you. I don't know what's going to happen.
But we're all human beings, though.
But we all
human beings.
Okay.
We're all gonna die in it. We're all gonna die the same way.
We're all going to die.
Yeah.
Right. We all going to die, and we all hope that we're going to pass on something to children,
future generation.
Or future generation. That's why we are talking today.
Of course,
because
some at home might be learning
right,
from this.
Because you just talk about your father, isn't it? And I'm sure that you've learned a lot from your father and mother.
I have.
Exactly.
Just as equally as I learned from strangers and my environment. Do you know what I mean?
Right. But what I can't, and I believe that those people, when they die, they can't tell me anything. Look, when I go home tonight, I will remember my friend here. I will remember you.
You're gonna ponder. You're gonna ponder.
Not ponder. I will, and that's our spirit. Our spirit don't go nowhere. Our spirit passes on to my children, and I hope I got 3 grandchildren. I mean, I got 3 generations that I'm leaving here at the moment. So my spirit will be passed on to those. That's my spirit. My spirit ain't going no way.
I'm gonna leave you. I've got like 15, 16 minutes.
My spirit ain't going no way, you know.
What's your name, my brother?
Connor, man.
You gonna be here next week?
Yeah, I will.
You'll be here next week. I'm gonna be here next week. Uncle, listen. Granddad, uncle. Subscribe, content over everything.
All right, then, man. Take care. Right?
Big up.
All
Shout out. Raj, I see you, cuz. Hey, your content.
Content over everything. Content over everything. From your melody.
Man, say it straight. Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to ITV. Listen.
COE.
Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to ITV.
No, but I don't know.
I just listen to
What's the
COE.
argument? The problem, does Australia have the same problems as Britain does in terms of Islamic? I can actually tell you like exactly why people are
COE. Man, not even know BBC.
What?
Man, not even
But
know
I'm taking a beer, so
ITV.
it's like
Not even
fucking
listen to
stupid.
They just listen to
You know,
COE.
give us your knowledge.